Okay, so I want to talk about a decision that most Canadians make in like one phone call, and it ends up costing them over $100,000. I'm talking about when you take CPP. Most people just take it as soon as they're allowed to, at 60, because why wouldn't you, right? It's your money. But here's the thing nobody tells you. That one decision is permanent. You don't get a do-over. And if you take it at 60 instead of waiting, even just to 65, you are locking in a payment that's 36% lower forever. So let's actually break this down, because I think once you see the numbers, you'll understand why this is such a big deal. Okay, so here's how CPP actually works. You can start taking it anywhere from age 60 to age 70. If you take it at 60, your payment is reduced by 0.6% for every month before 65. Add that up over 5 years, and that's a 36% cut, permanently. If you wait until 65, then you get the standard amount. The average Canadian gets around $925 a month at 65. But here's the part most people don't know. If you delay past 65, all the way to 70, your payment actually goes up by 0.7% for every month you wait. That adds up to 42% more for the rest of your life. So just to put real numbers on this, somebody who takes CPP at 60 might get around $917 a month. That same person, if they'd waited until 70, could be getting over $2,000 a month. Same person, same contributions, completely different outcome, just because of timing. Hey, quick thing, if this is useful, just hit subscribe. I put this kind of stuff out every week. Real Canadian numbers, nothing recycled from the States. Okay, back to it. So let me tell you about Gary. Gary's 61, lives just outside Edmonton, worked in logistics for almost 30 years. And Gary was about to take CPP at 60. Actually, he'd basically already decided. His brother took it early, so Gary figured, why not, same thing. But before he submitted anything, he actually sat down and looked at his numbers. And here's what he found. At 60, Gary's CPP would have been about $680 a month. If he waited until 65, that number jumps to around $925, and he's healthy. No major health issues. Family tends to live well into their 80s. So we ran the math. If Gary lives to 85, which is honestly pretty likely for him, waiting until 65 instead of 60 puts about $74,000 more in his pocket over his lifetime, just from waiting 5 years. Gary didn't know that. Nobody had ever shown him the actual numbers side by side. He just assumed earlier was better because, well, it's your money. Take it when you can, right? That's the trap. So how do you actually figure out what's right for you? It really comes down to one question. How long do you think you're going to live? I know that's a weird question to ask yourself, but it's the whole ball game. If you take CPP at 65 instead of 60, the break-even point, where waiting actually pays off, is around age 75. If you're comparing 65 to 70, the break-even is around 82, 83. So if you've got decent health, family history of living a long time, waiting usually wins, sometimes by a lot. But if you're not in great health, or you just need the income right now to get by, taking it earlier can absolutely be the right call. There's no universal right answer here. The only wrong answer is not checking the numbers at all. So here's what I'd actually do this week. Log into your My Service Canada account. It's free, takes maybe 10 minutes. Pull up your personal CPP estimate at 60, at 65, and at 70. Don't go off the averages I just gave you. Those are just averages. Get your actual numbers. Then sit down and think honestly about your health, your family history. Whether you need the income now or not, that's it. That's the whole decision. You just need the real numbers in front of you before you make a call you can't take back. So, yeah, that's the CPP mistake, taking it too early without actually running your own numbers. It's not that taking it early is always wrong. Sometimes it's exactly the right call. The problem is making that decision blind. Gary almost lost $74,000 just by going with what his brother did. What about you? Have you checked your CPP estimate yet? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious how many of you have actually looked at your real number. If you want more of this kind of thing, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See you.